Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I just have a little something I want to talk about. Pantha Chat. Look, a lot of the time, a lot of my videos are urging us to get that personal work done and to learn how to take responsibility for our own journey, for our own reactions, for the way we're feeling, which creates the way things turn out for us in our life. And it's not easy. I'm not going to say that it's easy. I might sound a little flip sometimes, but whatever. But I don't mean to be, and I don't admit that it's super easy to do, but it's a lot less hard than you think it is. It really is. And when you realize the importance of cutting your victimhood down to size, which needs to be down there, then it's not such a big grind to learn how to really stop yourself in motion. I call it flipping your switch, and get a hold of yourself, basically. Because what we express out into the world, that's what we see. What you put out, that's what comes back. And it's not, what we put out from the surface. It's what we're energetically carrying and what we give to others on that inside job level, on that lower level. And the other thing that I was thinking, today is a big moon event. It's a super blue moon in Pisces, which the moon is already like sloshing everybody around. We're mostly water. The earth is mostly water, and thank goodness for the moon, because if it didn't slosh us around occasionally, we might become stagnant. The ocean would be a big old stagnant pond growing stuff that we don't want, but it's also, it amplifies our already emotional characteristics as a human being. We're emotive creatures, and that's and I very much understand the value of expression and expressing how you feel and letting yourself feel what you feel. But I also know the gravitas of learning to harness your own energy, because again, what you are letting go of, what you're putting back out into the world, is exactly what keeps mirroring for you on your path. So it's so important. Going through our day, we absorb a lot of stuff. We go through a lot of stuff. We field a lot of other energies. We think things that make us feel things that we can't always deal with in that moment, which is usually a good thing. If you can do that, that's half the battle. But what we're missing is the X factor, is that investment in ourselves to go back later, do that homework. There's homework with experience. And that homework is processing those feelings that we really need to feel, but not re-express and reintroduce out into the universe, out into our 3D existence, because it's problematic. And it's problematic to absorb and not process. Okay, so that's very important. But I one thing that will let you off the hook on this journey of self-discovery, and then learning how important and valuable it is to learn to be responsible for your own expressions in the world and processing your own stuff excuse me, is knowing that you're being influenced. And it's not enough to know that this world we've created is influencing us, because it is. It's other people's exertions, other people's projections, it's propaganda, it's dogma, it's our family, those things that we're taught as familial truths that might not actually be our truths, our personal truths. All of that stuff, we gotta go through those files at some point in our world and figure out what stays, what goes, But the bottom line, when we're trying to do that work, it's important work. And one thing that will take a little pressure off of you is to know that you're being not only influenced by the stuff right around here on our plane, on this earth, but also by the astrological situation that happens for us too. I'm not trying to sell astrology. I'm not trying to push astronomy. Astrology is astronomy's little sister, so they kind of go hand in hand. But that information will sometimes pull us off that big hook that we put in ourselves, or put us on to, in the name of ascension, in the name of progress in our personalities and blah, 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 and self-growth and all of that. It's a big hook. It's a big responsibility, but some of the pressure can come off when you realize, when you inform yourself about all of the influences that are coming in. And that's not only the projections from the people that you come in contact with. It's not only the propaganda. It's not only the dogma stuff. It's not the family stuff, only all that. It's also the exertion that planetary configurations and individual planets have on our physical situation. We are not exempt. There is no exemption from these influences. You can exempt yourself from the man-made stuff. You can figure out how to do that. You can manage your mind, learn what your own thoughts are, which I talk about a lot on this channel. But that's all kind of part of this made society, and we can unmake a lot of that programming. But there's no real escape from how the planets affect us. Okay, and really all you can do is stay informed. So that's probably the reason why I tend to go into astrology and astronomy a little bit on this channel, even though I'm not totally adept. I do understand the importance of getting it. Excuse me, not only to be able to use and harness those energies, but also to realize that, a lot of the time I'm like, ooh, I'm this and I'm that, and things are like this and that, and I'm like, okay, I got to go look something up. I'm going to go look up and see what's happening in the heavens here. And excuse me, y'all. And every single time, I promise you, every single time I do that, it's like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get why I'm feeling like this. Now I get why these things are happening. And when you get that information, it can take some of the pressure off of this endeavor to be responsible for your journey on this planet. Okay, the endeavor to be aware of the responsibility and the fact that you have created your reality. You are continuing to create your reality. And how do I purposefully create my reality so it's not just happen chance, or it's not just random, or it's not just crazy, or it's not looping, so that I can go down a nice flow, a nice path, and a nice righteous path, not having to divert and do all these other extra things because I'm not in focus, because I'm not taking these responsibilities. So while you're on that journey of self-discovery and you're doing all of that hard work, let yourself off the hook just a little bit by remembering that some of the influence that you're under that you really can't control, all you can do is know about it and navigate the wave of those energies, is to be informed about what's happening astrologically. Okay, so that's why I bring that to my vids a lot of the time, because I live that way. And it's just a mechanism, it's a tool. It's like taking a map when you're going cross country. It's a lot better to take a map. We had these paper maps, y'all. Okay, no GPS. Let's just pretend there's no GPS. We used to take these paper maps. It's like taking a map along with you rather than just thinking, okay, I'm just going to try this. I know I'm here. I want to go way over here. I'm in Atlanta. I want to go to San Diego. I'm just going. It just makes more sense to grab a map, so you have a little bit of a rough. You don't know exactly if the map's correct. You don't know exactly how far everything is, and you don't know if all the stops are the same, but you've got some sort of template, for operation. And that's the same thing with knowing about what's happening with the planets. So that's why I bring them to you, and that's why I share all these valuable links with you. So I hope you can appreciate that, and take a little of that pressure off yourself when you're doing that important work, because you're so valuable. The work is valuable, and it's really going to change everything for your life if you continue to do that valuable work for yourself. It's going to put you on that path to your best evolution on this planet, and that's why we're here, girls and boys. Okay, all right, y'all. Well, it is still a full moon, so happy full moon again. It is it's Wednesday here. I did do a video earlier today, but it is full moon energy, and just be aware of what's happening. It's a little bit emotional, but you got this, I promise. And I will share more links down in the pinned comments section of this video. So If you can, if you like, if you care to, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to share this video, that might be a good idea. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. Most every video I do is for everyone, so you could hit the all notification thing so that you can be apprised when I upload, because I'm not really on some schedule yet. Okay, and I guess that's it. Thank you, subscribers, for supporting my channel. Can't do it without you. All right, y'all, take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate your time, and I will see you soon.